So these posts here on Instagram, these are entirely made using AI. Look at the quality of this image. The t-shirt has same logo, same pattern, same design. Look at her face. It's pretty cool. Take a look at this. This is also the same. Look at the t-shirt. Quality is perfect. So all of these posts here on Instagram are entirely created using AI without using any fashion photo shoot or any fashion models. So anybody can do this using a Google Nano Banana Pro. But what if I tell you all of these posts are being uploaded and created all on autopilot without having to touch a single thing? So this is the automation that's working on behind, that's creating these kind of posts and then posting it automatically on Instagram. So I created this automation for the brand, for the same brand that I just showed you. Now it has been posting content without using a single photo shoot, single model, even a single effort from the owner of the brand itself. It is an extended brand. They just started this brand. So it has been posting content all on autopilot, photos, videos. So this is a basic automation that creates and posts a photo on Instagram for that brand. Let me walk you through how this works and how you can build this too. Okay, let's get started. So this starts off when the schedule is triggered. So for this, the trigger happens every 34 hours. So every 34 hours, a post is created and posted, all using Google Gemini, Nano Banana, and ChatGPT to write caption and some other nodes that includes models, settings, backgrounds, and even the picture of the t-shirt itself. So first of all, let's get started. So what this does is it searches for all the t-shirts that the brand has. So this is the folder, all the clothes, all the apparels that this brand has. It's uploaded on this folder. Right now they just have like 4 or 5 tees. They're coming up with more. The more t-shirt they will come up with, more will be added over here. And this is what the automation does. So it pulls out all the images of the t-shirt from the Google Drive. And what this one does, it's just a basic code that I use ChatGPT to write. So out of all those t-shirts, there are like 26 of these. So out of those, this just picks one t-shirt based on a random variable. So every time this runs, it picks out a random t-shirt. There's no number or anything to it. It just picks out random based on what it pulled out. And then what it does, it downloads the file. We need to download the file so that we could get the actual file. And then it uploads on Cloudinary. So Cloudinary is a platform that provides a public URL of that image. We cannot put the image directly from Google Drive. We need to put that image to Google Nano Banana. In order to do that, we need a public URL. And this Cloudinary, it gives out a public URL. So how can you connect to it? Just go open up Cloudinary, log in. I just have my account. Things should be API keys. So get the API key and connect it on an end, and then you'll be able to upload. So what this does, it gives you a public URL that you can use on Nano Banana. Now after that happens, so it got all the product. Now what we need to do is we need to get the model and background. I have a list over here. So this is all the list of model. I generated this using ChatGPT. So there are like 20 of them. Black woman with natural curves, black man with afro, East Asian man, South Asian man, Latino, Middle Eastern. So basically there are like 20 different fashion models that the AI automation randomly picks out from. So the next mode here, what it does, is same as picking one t-shirt. It picks out one model. It picks out randomly from all this list. It just goes on and randomly picks out one and passes along. Now next comes the background setting. We got the t-shirt, we got the model. Now we need the background setting for any image. So for that, we have a different set of backgrounds over here. I have like 20 over here: sunset, graffiti alley, flower field, brick wall, seaside. So this is basically the background of the photo shoot. So same as the t-shirt, same as the model, it picks out one randomly. So we have another model here that picks out one model randomly. I just use ChatGPT in order to create this code and paste it over here. It picks out one model randomly. So every time this workflow runs, what happens is it goes through, picks up one apparel, one t-shirt, downloads that, uploads it on a Cloudinary to get the public URL, goes through the Google Sheet, picks one random model, and then again goes through Google Sheet, picks another random background setting. And now, then this is an image prompt generator. Now this OpenAI node writes highly detailed image prompt in order to generate an image. So what I did is I have given a model specification. This comes from the previous node, the model that it picked out. So this also comes from the previous node, the background it picked out. And I gave it some rules and guidelines, include race, hair type, tone, facial, everything, describe the apparel clearly and realistically, and you'll receive this is the model specification, this is the background setting. So using this information, it writes a highly detailed prompt. This is an example output prompt that I gave: a photorealistic image of a black woman with natural curls and warm skin tone wearing the apparel from the uploaded image, realistically draped on her body. So this basically generates an image prompt that says, that describes the model and that describes the background settings, and says wearing the apparel from the uploaded image, because we have the apparel, the t-shirts, in a separate image. So the prompt always says that. Now as we move along, we include, this is where the real magic happens. This is where the image is created. So in order to create the image, I use Kai API. So this is the website that I use, and use Nano Banana Pro. The cost is relatively low. In order to create one image with 1K or 2K quality, it just costs 0.09 cents. And with 4K quality, it costs 0.12 cents. So you could get the API key. So this is how we get it. We just copy the curl from here. We copy this and we go ahead and paste it over here. And that is how I got this. You just need an API key. You will get this from the Kai API key as well. You could just log in, and you need to have certain amount of credits. I think the minimum you can have is like $5. You could get the API key and put the API key in here and just fill out the body here. So the model is Nano Banana Pro. This remains the same. The prompt, this is the prompt that the OpenAI generated in the last module. Aspect ratio, resolution, we're using 2K. The output format is this. Now the image input, this is the URL of the image that got uploaded on the Cloudinary. This is the public URL that we need to input. So this is where the image input is done. So after this, we run this, it starts creating an image, and it takes about a couple of minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes in order to generate the image. That's why I put a wait node over here with like 3 minutes. And then after the image is generated, we again go to Kai AI, and what we do is we need to get that image. So this is the query tags get. We just copy this curl, go HTTP, import curl, and post it here. Over here, we just need the API key, same as the node before. And this task ID comes from the node that generated an image. I'm going to put it over here. So after that, what it does is we need to post the content. In order to post the content, we need a caption. So this is an OpenAI node that writes a caption. I just said you're a social media copywriter. Goal is to generate a short aesthetic Instagram caption. The brand name is ZenPuff. The image prompt is this, because it needs to understand what the image is and write a caption. Just basically give out some rules and give out an example output. So this is all we need. Now why I did this, get this URL, is when I got an URL from the get tax ID, it gave me something included in the JSON. I'm going to show that to you right now. I'm going to explain that in a minute, but yeah, I had to do this in order to get the URL separately. And then we upload the media on Rotato. You go create an account on Rotato, add the Rotato account over here, and upload the media that we got. This is the media URL that we have, and then create a post on Instagram. So let me just execute and let's see what it posts. So this is the Instagram. This is the last post it posted. I'm just going to execute this and we'll see what kind of post it creates and posts. Okay, it's currently in the wait node. It's waiting. We just need wait 3 minutes before we get an uploaded image. Okay, so the workflow has finished and we could go through and look what it did. What I explained, we could see everything. So yeah, so this pulled out all the files, all the images of the t-shirt on the Google Drive itself. And then what it did is just picked out one randomly. It picked out this. And then it downloaded the file, it uploaded it to the Cloudinary so that we could get a public URL. This is the public URL. We need this public URL in order to upload it to Nano Banana. And then comes the part where it gets the model. So it goes through the website, it got all the models, all the 20 models, but out of that, this one only selected one. So it selected this one, non-binary station model with whatever features that is. Now what it did is it again went through the Google Sheet, it pulled out all the backgrounds settings, and then this pulled out just one, random one, Graffiti Alley in Urban City. That's pretty cool. Now this one wrote an image prompt. So what prompt did it give out? Give out photorealistic image of a non-binary East Asian model, late 20s with smooth pale skin, delicate cheekbones. They're straight, jet black. They are wearing the apparel from the uploaded image. So this is very important because if the prompt does not specify this, then it will just randomly create any apparel. So the prompt needs to specify this. So this is a prompt, and then it went ahead and generated an image. So code 200, message was success. So it gave out task ID and recorded ID. After that, we waited a couple of minutes, and then it pulled out that ID. So this is what it pulled out. It got the image that Nano Banana Pro generated. It pulled out the image that was generated in this step. And now let's generate a caption. The caption was generated based on the image prompt. So in the Rust, find your quiet edge. That's pretty good. Caption, short, simple. And here, get the URL. Why we did that was when we got a URL right here. Look at the full URL that it gave. It gave results URL with bracket and everything. But we just need this. Right, we just need this URL. We don't need everything in it. We don't need the brackets, we don't need the results URL. There are different ways to separate these out, but the simple thing that came into my mind was just use a OpenAI node in order to separate that. So what I gave is your taxes to take this input. This is the input. So input is the whole thing, and just return the URL. So example output this. So like throw away everything, just give me the URL. That's what I prompted it to do. There are other ways to do it as well, but I found this simple, so I use this. So it gave out just the URL. Now we just need this URL. This is the URL that needs to be uploaded on Instagram. Now we upload the media, the uploaded media. This is the URL that was uploaded, gave out ID. Now the next thing we did was create a post, and the post submission ID was created. Now all this workflow automation ran all on autopilot in order to generate that image. Let's see what the image looks like. Let me refresh that. Look at this. This is the image that was generated by that automation right here, right now. Look at the quality. Look at the quality of the image. Look how real it looks. Even details, the shadows, the wrinkles on the shirt. It's pretty cool. So this automation is scheduled to run every 32 hours, creating a post on Instagram for that brand without having to do anything. So it runs every single day without any effort. So this same thing can be done for the video as well. So this is an automation that creates and posts an image. We could add a little bit, like 2 or 3 more nodes that generates of videos and post those. This is an automation that only generates image. I even have an automation that generates a video from this image, and I'll be showing that in the next video. For this automation, how cool is that? Now that brand does not even have to pay any fashion photographers, any fashion models in order to showcase their products. They can just upload the photos on the Google Drive, and every 32 hours that can be changed. That can be set 12 hours. That can be done 8 hours. Every 8 hours a new post is uploaded. Every 10 hours a new photo is uploaded, and it runs all on autopilot, all in the background, building a brand for that clothing apparel. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see me build an automation that not only generates NMS but also generates videos and post it on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, all on autopilot. If a lot of people are interested in seeing that automation, I'll be building that from scratch, teaching you how to build that automation and how it works. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do hit the subscribe button. I'll be coming out with awesome automation and AI tips in order to boost business efficiency and boost your growth and make you more effective worker. I'll see you on the next one.